So, setting up a new character. I'm just playing single player. Um, just because when I get done with this, I'm gonna hop in a server and do some stuff. But I'm not gonna create a new character on a server that I'm currently working on. So, um, I'm just gonna do basic. Leave it at 3. Um, next, I like to if I'm gonna solo. I like to give myself as much melee as possible. The other stuff I'll build up. I'll give myself a good bit of endurance. Maybe let's go to medium endurance and a little bit of running. Let's get basic running and more endurance because um, the running you can build up. The endurance you'll thank me later, basically. So um, dexterity. If I think I'm gonna get a car, which I hope so, I'm gonna give myself at least basic driving. Um, you might give yourself some stealth. I like to get some thievery, and that's really it. So you could actually probably lower your dexterity level unless you just want to give yourself medium driving. And then um, here's here's the thing about solo. If you think you're going to build stuff, you want as much engineering as possible. Or if you're going to make bullets or anything like that, you're going to have advanced engineering. There's no way around it. And that's all you can get. Um, um, if you're playing with a friend, awareness. Have one of you have full like advanced awareness, the other advanced engineering. I like to have basic medical, but you have to have advanced engineering. Yeah. Well, I've been watching a streamer this morning, and he was 2 hours in just having a real tough trouble with getting some of the stuff. This how's it going, Craig? This wasn't really what he was having trouble with, but I just oh okay. Um, Loco 2. All right. So I just thought I'd give a quick run through of this type of stuff and kind of help him get through, and anyone else who happens to be watching right now and happens to see the name of my stream. But anyway, the a lot of the things that I've seen people mess up when they first start, and the controls and things like that, just things that are confusing and frustrating and just makes you want to uninstall. Which I think is really sad for anybody if they've gone through the research to actually buy the game. I think getting through the first couple of hours, it can take up to 20 hours, even more depending on your frustration level and if you have any help or not. Yeah, and you're a good one. You're a good advocate for helping people out in streams too. I've been in there with you before. So, one of the questions he had for me also was, what do I start with if I build a brand new character, and how long it typically takes me to get pretty well kitted. So here's Scum. When you first get in, you got the clothes on your back, and you hit Tab, and it shows you your inventory. It also shows you what's in the vicinity. Something I've seen people do on some streams of new players is they'll come in here and want to click on some of these items up here at the top. What you're actually doing is hiding those those things from your vicinity of your inventory. So you want to leave those unchecked. I wish they just get rid of them. I don't know anybody who uses them. Just leave that alone. When things are actually in your vicinity to pick up, you'll see that if they're in your area, you'll see them in this vicinity area. So let me show you an example of that. I'm going to look down here and I found a batch of rocks. I'm going to hit F on search for rocks, and I saw a little blue glow right there. You can actually use your hand to put it in hands, but I want to show you the way I do it. I hit tab and I can see that I have two rocks in my vicinity and I can actually do stuff with. Now what I want to do is I want to craft something that I can use as a tool. So I can go to the crafting menu, and you can see on the right here the crafting list. You can see tools and weapons, basic, medium, advanced. And you can see why I chose advanced, because if I ever want to make bullets, I have to have advanced skill, advanced engineering to make these. There's also stuff that you can make with no skills, but you can see all of these all of the items that have gray backgrounds on here I can craft. I have the ability to craft. Now, these blueprints, all these blueprints are things that you can craft, but you have to add items to them. You have to, like, if one of these things had like this improvised fireplace, I can place it on the ground and I have to add wood and rocks and things like that to it and come back later. Okay. The things that are not blueprints, the things above this blueprints line, are things that you have to have the items to be able to craft. You already have to have the items gathered. So I have these items gathered, a stone knife and a small axe head. I'm going to make both of these in a little while, but I want to do the stone knife first. So I can click this, I can click craft, or in the inventory I can select both of these things, right click, and it also gives me the option to craft stone knife or craft small stone axe head. So I'm going to craft the stone knife this way. That's just preference. There's no better way of doing it than the other. Sometimes the right click doesn't work and you have to go to the crafting menu to actually craft it. So I have crafted a stone knife. Now I would like to just run away and find me a bush to cut down, but I would be super frustrated, as many people before you have been, because I crafted it, but once I crafted it, I did not put it in my inventory like a good boy. I just dropped it on the ground. So it's in my vicinity. These are my inventory slots. So I can drag and put them into my inventory slots, or I can drag them and put it into my hands, or I can double click. It'll put it into my inventory. And then I can right click, take in hands, or I can drop it. Don't worry about dropping it. You'll probably drop it about 500 times before you're done with the first 3 hours of gameplay. So I'm just gonna put it in my inventory. It's in my pants pocket, and I'm gonna go find a bush. Okay, this big bush right here looks promising. I'm gonna hit F to cut and just wait for my little Tamagotchi to cut down a bush. How's the weather, Craig? All right. So I cut down the bush, and I've got two small wooden logs, two long wooden sticks, and three short wooden sticks. There's not much that I can do with these. I can craft an improvised spear. So I'm looking for these dark gray backgrounds of stuff I can do stuff with. I can also make plain wooden arrows. No feathers, no metal tips, no stone tips, nothing. Just plain wooden arrows. We're going to come back to that. Okay. So what I want, my aim right now is to make a bow and arrows, a sling bag, and a club. And because that's what I want to carry when I encounter some puppets here in a little while. Nice. Nice. Barbecue weather. So I want to make an. Okay, let me back up. I want to make a club. So to get a wooden club, I have to have wooden planks and an axe, improvised hatchet. Now you'll see here down below at the bottom of this, there's these two arrows. These arrows means there's different options that I can use. I can improvise a hatchet. I can find a small axe, a stone axe. That seems simple. Or a big axe, a metal axe, a big stone axe. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So I want to create one of these, or I can find one, but I'm going to make one. I know from experience the stone axe is easy to make. Um, so I have to have that in planks. So let me get an axe first. So I'm going to click the stone axe, and over here it shows me what I need. So I need a small stone axe head, a long stick, or a small stick. Those are my two options. And I need rope that I can find, improvised rope that I can make with um, rags, or I need tree bark rope that I can make with 5 short sticks, small wooden sticks, and a stone knife. I can make this pretty easily. So I'm going to go back to my inventory. I currently have 3 small sticks. I need 2 more. I can make I can take a long stick and make into small sticks. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this long stick and make small sticks. Okay. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small sticks. I can right click. I'm just going to go over to the crafting menu just so you can see this again, another way of doing it. Now you can see this tree bark rope has a gray background. I can craft it now. Hey, awesome. Thanks thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid. Okay. So I'm doing I have gotten to a point now. I have made a stone knife and I've made a tree bark rope. And I cannot put my tree bark rope in my inventory yet. Let's see if I can take the knife in my pocket and put the rope in my pants. I can put it in my pants pocket. So, um, we're making a stone axe. I have rope. I have a stick. I'm gonna double click the stick and it actually puts the stick on my back. And now I need another. Ah, I need more rocks. There's one rock. I'm going to double click it to pick it up. Here's a trick. I don't know if they're ever going to fix this, but if you search a rock pile once, you can move to the 90 degrees, search it again, and find more. So now I'm going to take those and make a small axe head. Okay. And again, for some reason, he crafts the thing and sets it on the ground. So, can't put it in my inventory. Yeah, I hope not. So I can't pick it up. I can't put it in my inventory. I'm gonna put my knife in my hands. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna remember where I left it. Um, Another little weird tip: if you think you're gonna have to go a far, a little distance, a tip that I use if I have already cut down a tree or something like that, I will often go in and craft an item. Go into the crafting menu, go down here to blueprints, and you can actually place a blueprint of anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You could place any of these things. Craft, and you can place the blueprint and it looks just like that, which is why they call it a blueprint, I guess. But that blueprint is pretty visible from anywhere, and I can place that, it won't go away, and I can walk around anywhere I want to and come back to that pretty easily. Getting lost in this game is a real thing, and it happens a lot. So anything like this you can do to you know keep yourself from getting lost is good. Um, when you're done with it, you can walk up to it, hold F on it, and destroy, or you can go to the crafting menu, and a list of your blueprints will be here, and you can just hit the X on it, and it'll go away. So quick tip that might save yourself some running around and getting lost. Again, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of frustrations that people find in the first several hours of the game. Okay, I'm gonna right click, go back to my inventory. Now I have some sticks. I'm gonna take that off too. I'm going to cut into small sticks because I know I need 5 small sticks for rope. Back to crafting. Oh, another little neat thing. Instead of having to scroll up and down, you can actually right click, drag, and let go, and it will quick scroll through your items here. So just another little quality of life tip. And I'm gonna craft the rope. I actually didn't need to craft the rope. I could have done it with the axe head that I have. But I need a rope again later, so I'm going to go ahead and craft the rope. Not a problem. So go back to the crafting menu. I can actually craft the axe now. So craft the axe. And unlike the knife, the axe will actually go on your back, which is super handy. So when I'm picking up an item, I typically won't click and drag it to my inventory. I will usually double click the item, and it's probably going to put it in the most convenient spot. Sometimes there's no room for it, but most of the time there is, and it's fine. And so now I have my axe. I want to make, just to give myself some more inventory space, there's some bags here you can make. Small improvised backpack. I would love to have that right now. Don't have the items. You got to have animal skin or puppet skin. Rope, which I do have. Long sticks, I do have. A knife, I do have. And improvised sewing kit or a sewing kit. I don't have those things. I don't have those things. I gotta wait on that. So this is the bag you want. This courier backpack. It's a sling bag. 3 rags, a rope, and a knife. Now, where do I get my 3 rags from? Some things you don't need. You'll notice if you just got the game and you don't have the supporter packs, you'll notice some items I have in here in my inventory that you don't have. The willy warmer and the undershirt. That's the actual Scum logo. I like those, but they're probably gonna have to go here in a minute. So, willy warmer, I'm gonna right click, cut into rags, and for some reason he's using the axe to cut it, and I can stop that, put that back on my back, put that in my hands. Let's do that again. Cut into rags. So you see I stopped the action by hitting the percentage sign there. You can also hit escape. Either way, same thing. Both get you okay, so I have 2 rags. I need 1 more. I'm going to cut my socks up. Sometimes you'll get 2. Sometimes you'll only get 1. Depending on your survival skills, which mine is 0. The quality of your device. If you find scissors in the game, keep those. Okay, perfect. I have 3 rags, which I got 1 rag from 2 socks. Explain that. I haven't figured that out yet, but anyway, it doesn't matter that it's 27%. It doesn't matter when I craft this item, it's going to be 100%. So I have 3 rags, rope, knife. I can craft it. Craft. Survival skill will also let you craft things faster. And again, my survival skill is 0 because um, I'll develop that by crafting items and things like that. Um, if I did have a a higher survival skill, um, in the main screen, if you're not in the fighting stance, you can hold the hold the right hand button. Well, before I finish and forget what I was doing, I'm gonna equip this improvised backpack. Now look at all the room that I have. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna double click this one stick again because I'm gonna need it here in a minute. And my stone knife, you can see down here, it's getting pretty ragged. Good call. So you can see here, I can't make wooden arrows because I don't have it. But the wooden spear, right? The craft button, that craft button's grayed out. That craft button's yellow. Good observation. Thank you. Um, so this item, I'm probably only gonna get another couple uses out of it, and it's gonna just disappear um, when it gets down below 1%, it just disappears, goes away, and you really don't have any indication that it's happened. It just, well, I think you actually get a beep, and you'll see something that says my item was destroyed, but you may not notice that. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a rock just so I don't have to be looking for them around. So, what things I said I wanted? I needed a bow, arrows, and a club. So I've got my axe. Axe is going to make cutting down those things faster. It's also going to, let's see, I need to cut into small sticks. And I'm doing this by memory, but I shouldn't do it by memory because you're not going to have that memory when you're first starting out. I will show you what I'm going to do here in a second. So there's 2 bows that you can craft. There's the 35-pound bow, and it needs a long stick, rope that you find, or wire, 10 meters of it. And I don't have either of those because I'm out in the middle of the woods. So I can't make the 35-pound bow. So you're stuck with a 20-pound bow. So I need a long stick, tree bark rope, and a knife. So I have that. Do I have rope? I don't have rope. Oh, you know what? I made rope back here, didn't I? Did I make rope? Nope. Oh, no, I used it from my bag. That's right. Okay. So, craft the rope. So, there's another thing that I just remembered that is very, very helpful, that I've seen people miss. Um, they say, I have a stick and a knife, but they see this 1 and 2, and they think I need 1 wooden stick and 2 knives, but that's not. It's the first item that I need and the second item I need. The actual number of items is up here. This X5, I need 5 small sticks, and if it has no number to it, it's that item. And so there we go. Okay. Now I have the rope. I can craft that because there's also a long stick on my back and one in the vicinity. So I'm going to craft. Wondering if it's going to use the one on my back or the one in the vicinity. I think it's the one on my back because it's the one in the inventory because that's what's selected here in this area, and it did. So my item got destroyed. You see there above my little Tamagotchi figure. Okay. So again, he crafts it and just drops it on the ground for some reason. Double click, put it on my back. Wonderful. Now I want to make some arrows. I can go look for some stone arrows. When you're first starting out, you're gonna go through a lot of arrows. So I actually prefer I just stick with a plain wooden arrow. It doesn't take anything to make. Hey, thanks, man. Enjoy. Hope you have a good rest of your night or morning. I guess you're starting your morning. I'm gonna cut this into small sticks because um, I need small sticks for arrows. So if I did want to make stone arrowheads, I go here and I would need small stones and some sort of hammer. Hey, Tinker, how's it going? How in the world did you find me? Anyway, so you need uh, some sort of heavy mute, mute device. That's right. So any some sort of hammer, bat, any blunt object, shovel. I don't have any of that stuff, so I'm not going to worry about making arrow tips. The wooden arrows are just as easy to make. So simple. So again, wooden arrows I'm going to craft, and I'm just going to keep crafting until I run out of arrows. And you can see the vicinity right here, how many arrows are in the how many wooden sticks are in the vicinity, and then the ones that are grayed out are actual arrows. You can drag those into your inventory. I prefer to just double click. Now here at the bottom, you'll see 1 of 12. 1 of 12, 1 of 12. That, well, I think you can do, I think there's two different ones. I think you can do wooden wooden arrow feathers. Wooden arrow, you sure do. You sure do. So yeah, you gotta have feathers. I can tell you where to find the feathers later. Any hay bale you see, search it. You're gonna find feathers. But yeah, so there's too many components. I'm getting started. There's not a puppet around me. I'm safe, relatively safe right now. Staying in the area. I want to keep it simple. Why are you slow again? I, so 1 of 12 means they are stackable items. Hey, Clever, how's it going? So welcome in, Mouse. Welcome in, Long Island. Welcome in, Clever. Um, so those are stackable items if they have one slash something. So I'm gonna just double click these and they're gonna auto stack. Uh, that's correct. Well, actually, with you here, I actually feel safer because I know you. Hey Panda, how's it going? Hey Metal, how's it going? Welcome in. So I am almost set. What I've done so far is I'm gonna drop this rock because I don't need it, and I'm gonna move this over. And so what I've done so far, I've cut down some bushes, picked up, made a stone knife, cut, picked it up off the ground to make sure because um, this guy whenever they craft an item, um, well, ki- kind of. I kinda am. I'm doing. Can you? Let's see. Improvised quiver. I need 3 more rags, long sticks, and rope. So yeah, I could do that, and I may very well do that. This is the simplest way to get through, and I'm gonna have to lose some more clothing items to make. Is it a weight thing? The quiver will. Um, shorts. Well, I think it's both. It's either or. So 3. Yeah, let's make one. Sure. Why not? I normally don't because when I do this, I'll head to a town and I'm probably gonna find a bag. Maybe I am on single player, so um, again, cut into small sticks. You get that 5 sticks for the rope. Um, I don't think you can make a cheeseburger. I can make a skewer. Um, I can make a skumpkin spice latte, or a Slav reviver. Is there chili con carne? Chili con carne. There's lots of stuff. You can do a human head on a spike. You can. Oh yeah, cheeseburger and rice. There you go. You can't make those though. So let's see. Rope. There's my rope. There we go. Cheeseburger. I've not seen a cheeseburger in the game. Do you have to make it? Okay. Let's put that in hands. Cut those into rags. Now I'm going commando. So I'm cutting up all my under items. Um, Now, one thing to be aware of, if you see along the edges of my screen, you'll every once in a while you'll see frosted area, and you'll see feeling slightly chilly. So you got to be aware of that, and you can run around if you need to. Warm up. You can get into a fire. You can go into a building. Warm up. But um, if you get too cold, you'll actually um, lose some of your stat points, and that's not good. So I am feeling cold. I want to be aware of that. So I need. What am I missing? 3 rags, 5, and a rope. Oh, cutting the small sticks. 3, 5 sticks, 3 rags. I was thinking the rope was the 5. This is I do want to do a crafted items only, but I'm not going to do that with the single player. I'm I'm going to do that on a server somewhere, but I'm just wanting to do this because um, I was watching a streamer earlier this morning, and from the UK, Scotland, I think is where his voice sounded like it was from. But if he's watching this, he's probably cringing. North of England or something. I don't know, but um, and anyway, I was watching him be really frustrated after playing a few hours of Scum. He died several times, and just wanted to give him some tips. And so again, here's my improvised quiver. You can double click down here, and it'll actually show you the contents. And I can drag over, and then I can double click the one up here, and it'll equip it. Or I can right click and equip. Or I could drag over to here anyway. Several ways of doing it. So I've got 4 arrows in there. I'm going to pick up these rags because I'm going to need those later. Those rags and the rag strips. They're going to come in handy because I know the game. So I'm going to cut these into small sticks because I want to go ahead and make a full stack of 12. I like to have a couple stacks of 12 because I really go through the arrows, especially early game. Um, you can pick up the arrows when you miss, or actually if you land them, either way. But a lot of them do miss, and sometimes the game just steals stuff from you. And as my good friend Supernova says, early access. It explains a lot of things away. And so that's 9. And I really want that full stack. So then I'm gonna go make one of my favorite early game weapons, which is um, the club. Um, in all actuality, I could probably get away with what I've got on my back right now. I have a blunt item, the stone axe, a bow and arrow. Okay, do that. Chain. All right. So interesting. Let me drag this over. Click that and show. I don't know. Interesting. So, but anyway, hmm. So I don't like to use the axe just because it deteriorates, and I just like the club. So I want a club. Plus, I want to cut down a tree. So let's go cut a tree down. So another thing, W goes forward, S A D whatever. Scroll shift is not run. The scroll wheel controls your speed. So I can run, scroll wheel up and he'll sprint, scroll wheel back and he'll walk. So walk up to a tree. Let's cut this tree down. Yeah, there are a lot of items in Scum that are spawnable that you can't actually find in the game. Can't create. There are animal traps that I've seen. Different barbecue items. So maybe that's one of those things that they've got, and they intend to put it in. They just haven't done it yet. So okay, finally cut the tree down. Again, um, it always puts it in a little weird pattern, lays it out in some direction. I can take them in hands. Fun little thing. You can G to throw it, and you also see a tree branch here. But what I really want, I want a wooden log, and any item you see in your vicinity, you can always examine. Could be, and you can see what those that item can be used with. Shelter, big improvised raft, workbench, bundle, a bonfire, things like that. Okay, but you can also right click and I can cut into wooden planks, or you can again go to the crafting menu, find wooden planks, and it's somewhere. Actually, I don't know if you can do it that way. Anyway, right click, cut into wooden planks. You can also look at the item, hold F, and it'll give you a menu of things you can do. Um, so you cannot cut a big tree like this down with a stone knife. You have to have the axe, which is why I made the axe. So wooden planks, right click the wooden plank, craft wooden club. One of the things that I do if I'm single player or solo on a server, I will make my melee, max my melee out. So I'm actually gonna I can set my axe here for now. Put this on my back. And now if I want my axe, you can see my quick items here. I'm going to run around a little bit, make these snowflakes go away. And make sure I didn't leave anything over here I need. Good thing to do before you leave an area, just make sure you didn't leave anything in the area. Okay, I got everything where it need to be. And so I have quick access items. I can hit the number 1, grab my club, hit it again, put it away. Grab 2, pulls my bow and arrow out. Something else that I do, I remap my enter key. Enter is your toggle for first person view. I moved mine to the tilde button so that I can hit, and I usually keep my bow at 1, so I can hit 1 and tilde and it goes into first person view. Now you see that little white dot in front of the arrow, that's my reticle. And when I pull the arrow back, it's going to go away. So I just have to remember where it was. Okay. Now I shot it. I can hit tab. First of all, well, you can come over here and see it, and you can put the reticle over it and hit F to pick it up, or you can just go hit tab from the inventory, your vicinity, double click it, pick it up. That's the way I do it, because I'm lazy. All right, so I'm going to put that in 1, put that in 2, and I'm going to take myself out of the first person. Here's your map. If you're going to play with somebody, or if you're looking at something and you want to remember where a thing is, um, people in the Scum community have devised a way to communicate their location. There is no ping. There's no way to ping your location. There's no way of seeing somebody unless you're at a short distance and you are already in a squad. So I'm none of that. So I would communicate. You look at your keyboard, or the little 10 key to the right of on your right hand side of your keyboard, and use that. Superimpose that on this square of the grid, and this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this little red dot is me. The map is not scrollable. You cannot zoom in. That's what you got. That's all you got. Some servers are no map, and you just have to figure out where you are. But I'm in A2 pad 7. Bottom right hand side of pad 7, you can actually break that down again if you wanted to. A2 pad 7 sub pad 3. But there, anyway, this little parachute thing item here is actually an airdrop. I'm gonna stay away from those for now. You can actually let's see. Do I have a north? I don't have a north. I can kind of figure out where I am though, because I know there's water over there. So it's this way. So I'm gonna run. Let's go this way. Let's just go look at the airdrop. See if it'll still be there when I get there. There might be puppets there too. Ooh. So while we're running, look down here at the left hand side of the screen. You'll see the little character of me. There's the eye, and that's how visible I am. Exactly. That guy knows where he is. The little sound icon shows how loud I am. So there's no one around me, so there's no one to see me. Um, the my health my health meter there. Below that is my stamina meter. Below that's my food meter. How much food I oop, you see that gray smoke right there? That's our airdrop. So you see my stamina's running out, 25, 24. If I get too low, I will need to, you can stop and it'll slowly rise. Here's controversial. You can go to hold tab, it brings up your action items. You can hit actions and you can lay down and you'll see stamina rebuild really fast. You can hit the W key to stand back up. You can also hit the lay down button. I've made that my control button, and it also will climb fast. I don't know which was faster. I typically use the prone for 2 reasons. It's faster to get into, faster to get up from, so if a puppet comes running out of nowhere, I can get up faster. And a side benefit, if you go to metabolism, stats will give you your strength, intelligence, constitution, dexterity, things like that. So my intelligence, if I'm laying in the grass, my camouflage will actually go up, and I am laying in the grass. See that experience just went to 150. Now it's going to go 175. So not only are you gaining your stamina back, you're also gaining camouflage skill. So, side benefit. So, let's run to this. Yep. So, you see the timer there. So I open this, it'll only open from one end, the end with the smoke. And you see a timer there, 10 minutes. Um, right now it says locked. All the lockers are locked. When I started the game, when I started the game in April, all whenever the drop would drop, all these were open and you could just take what you wanted. But they decided that's too easy and they locked them. If I had bobby pins and a screwdriver, I could actually open these. My other alternative is I can wait until that clock reaches 25 seconds and all of these lockers will open. I'm going to show you a really neat little trick. How many lockers do you think I can open and still get away without dying? Unlocked but full of puppets? Puppets inside the container? I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting. Okay. So, any guess how many lockers I can get and still survive? Place your bets. Um, so that's correct. So I just made a blueprint for a wall. I need 6 sticks, 3 planks. So I'm going to cut wooden planks. I'm going to so I now have multiple planks in my area. You can spam F to place those items in the wall, or you can hold shift and hit F and it'll place all the items up there. Well, except for the stone axe. Oh, stone axe, it didn't do that. But so now I need my sticks. Pick them up, bring them over here. All right. Chop tree branch. Yeah, hopefully I won't screw it up. I'm very thirsty. Yes, I am. Okay. 6. I need 6, so I'm gonna cut these into small sticks. There's actually small sticks somewhere. I just don't want to go get them. I have one job: to die or not to die. I'll probably die. Cut into small sticks. Do I hear a bear? Okay. That's another little trick. You can do a thing of it's focus. You hold your right mouse button, and it kind of focuses, and it'll help you hear or see items. I th- there's something over there, and I'm not sure what it is. I think it's either a bear or a pig, and I'm not sure. So anyway, let's do this. So I hit Shift F, and it put all the items in there. So that wall is not straight, but I think I'll be fine. Sure, I'll be fine. So I built one section of wall. This will actually take all of the damage from the. When this thing hits 0, it blows up. So what I'm gonna do is when all the lockers open, I'm going to. Actually, I'm going to take this off of my back. That animal over there is making me really nervous. I hope it stays away. Hopefully it's not coming my way. Just don't want it sneaking up on me either. What is that? Is that a pig? I can't see it. I don't want to go over there. I'll aggro it. Are you serious? You couldn't hear the whole thing? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Okay.
Can hear your Twitch girl talk either.
You should be able to now.
Now we can.
Yep. Well, I wish I'd known that about an hour ago. Oh well. Alright, so getting down to time here. So when you come up this, when it's unlocked, you hit F to search it, and it's gonna search around, and I'm gonna have a second or two
How I
to
picked Loco went
decide.
loco hearing stuff.
Exactly. uh, yeah. That's still not disproven. So, um, I think that's a pig. I think that's a pig.
It's a pig.
Yeah. Three minutes. Okay. Anything else I can do in 3 minutes? Or talk about in 3 minutes? Cause, okay, yeah. Up in the right-hand corner, you see my fame points. They're at 60. That will start it at 0. And those are basically credits that you get to respawn. If you don't have enough to respawn in the sector, you can say, okay, I want to respawn where my stuff was so I can go back and get it. I want to respawn in the sector. Bad thing is, this over here on the other side of this water is also this A2 sector, so it could spawn you on the other side of the water. I've never seen anybody spawn on an island, on one of these little islands. I've never seen it. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I've just never seen it happen. But you get so many points that you can use to spawn in the sector. If you don't have enough to spawn in the sector, you have to spawn random, and it may stick you in D4 or D0 in the mountains, in the snow. It could stick you anywhere. You might spawn, 300 meters away, but whatever. So, another thing, you can see down by my little Tamagotchi figure, you see that little red item. He's really thirsty, and I need to get some water in him, some food also. Food
Then
I'm
you
not as concerned
suicide and
about.
hope for a better location.
Yeah, yeah. If you get that bad, you can go negative fame points, but you're not guaranteed anything better. So, um, and if you die, your stuff will still be there, but only for a certain amount of time. It will despawn after a time. So I do need to eat some stuff, and we're gonna eat some stuff right after we get out of here, and then I'm gonna show you how to find a town and how to identify a bunker. I'm very thirsty. I know I'm very thirsty. You can hold your horses. And then once we find a town, I will leave you with the stream. And I'll probably start another one, but I just wanted to put this in there. Oh, okay. Search. Um, I could have searched another one or two, and I could run away, but I'd probably die. So I did get some pretty sweet items though. So I lost my quiver that I made, but I got a crossbow and a red dot sight for it and carbon crossbow bolts. So there was there may have been another weapon in there. Probably was going to be food and water, um, milk, things like
Well
that in
done.
there. But I'd say I got these advanced lock picks and this crossbow. I'm sitting pretty. Anybody that's played this game for you know days would tell you I'm sitting really pretty right now. So, all right, let's go find a town. So I know north of here is a location. Let's go check it out. And I know from experience that's actually the cheese factory. So where's the oh, actually there's a little town or neighborhood or maybe just a building and a farmhouse and a barn. Let's just go over there and see what we have. Oh, and there's a bridge off in the distance. And this is a very pretty game. Ah, another little thing. What do I eat? Um, I see three things that I can eat in this area right here. So I can search these cactus or opentia fig, whatever that is. I'm gonna eat it, whatever it is. And I think you can. Can you research these again? Nope. Now these items. This tastes funny. I'm gonna be sick. Metabolism, health, food repulsion. So this was untreated. I stopped eating what was making me sick, and you can see nausea's coming up here, and my stomach is affected and red. So I don't need to eat a lot of those at one time. You can still eat them, just don't eat a lot of them at one time. And um, you can see the things that I ate. They're mostly water. Good thing because remember I was thirsty. This is my water level, my energy level or food, um, how much of my weight is muscle, how much of my weight is fat. Um, if you eat a bunch of things like MREs and cheeseburgers, that fatness level is going to go up. When your fatness level goes up, you can act. If you arrow over the fat and hold control, you can read a little bit. I'll leave that to you. No spoilers with this. I'm just trying to do this with tips. You can this your fat level may affect other things. So I'll let you figure that out. Also, there's logs. You can search the logs. In the logs, you have larvae and crickets. Um, here's another little tip. Um, if you see the green lines around these boxes, that means they are inside of a container of some sort, either a plant, a log, a box, a car, anything like that. Okay, you can actually click them and drag them out of the inventory, and you see the box goes away. Metabolism, intelligence, awareness. See, my awareness is 700. If I drag, I'm going to search it again. If I drag that out, my awareness goes up to 705. So whenever you see something in your environment, whether it's laying on the ground, um, well, it has to be laying on the ground, uh, a, a, a puppet or a zombie, the puppet clothes, rocks, any of that stuff, when it turns blue, your awareness goes up. So I started off with zero awareness. I'm at 7% already of no skill. I'm well on my way. So I'm going to eat that as well. Now, these items that are just out in the wild, you're going to have to eat a lot of them um, to fill yourself up. Agave plant, you can also eat that, but it also says it tastes funny and it gives you food repulsion. So, again, with the cactus and the aloe plants,
Is
don't
the
eat a lot.
survival skill important?
The survival skill can be important. You don't have to have it. I started off with what is it? With zero survival. I've crafted items, and I'm already quarter of the way through no skill. When I get to basic skill, if I right click, if I hold the right mouse button, I will get a little N for north. And if you have advanced survival skill, you'll actually get the full compass. And craftable items don't take as many things to craft. Like I don't think it takes 5 sticks to make a rope, but um, having when you have a lower skills and things, your fame points go up when you use those
Med you
things.
get full compass.
With med, you get full compass. Interesting. Okay. And so here is a well. It might have water in it. If it says drink, you can drink. If it says check, you're out of luck. So you can see fresh water. I'm gonna hit that a couple of times. I just want to get my water up, and I want to show you something fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and drink a bunch so we can show off that other thing and how to do it, because you can be frustrating if you don't know what you're doing. One more that'll get me going. All right. So I'm crouched. I can move, scroll wheel forward, and I can start running, or you can hit C to stand up. Either way. So all right. So a couple ways to enter and exit a building. You can go up to the door, hit F, open the door. I I advise you to get used to closing doors behind you, because right now puppets can't enter the building if the door is shut. They can't come in the window or open the door. That may change soon, but we'll see. So, search items, feathers. You can stack those feathers and put them in your inventory. You can drag them out and double click, and they won't stack. Bullets will. You can stack them inside. Alright. Rag strips. You can also jump out the window. I really like the window jumping animation, and you don't have to worry about shutting doors behind you. So, not going to wear the reindeer hat. I don't need wine corks. I'm going to throw the socks on. Motorcycle jacket. I've been getting cold, so I'm going to go ahead and equip the motorcycle jacket, and it puts it on over my items. Gives me more inventory slots as well. Um, don't need corks. Tyrone is a good
Let's
player and
hope if the
streamer.
puppets can start going through windows, they fall through them.
That would be helpful. Open finger gloves. I'm going to go ahead and grab those. I don't need a birthday hat. Construction rubber boots I could probably use, but I'm going to hold out because my shoes are still at 86%. So let's see. I want to go upstairs and Usually, if there's not stairs inside, there's stairs on the outside, and there's. I went the entire wrong way, but that's okay. Open the door. Shut it behind me. Ooh, wire, lead plate. Now this wire, I'm gonna pick it up because I might make a stronger pull bow later. Cork, hippie pants. Let's see. Do the hippie pants? They do have more space than my inmate pants, so I'm gonna drop that off, and I'm gonna keep those pants just for the time being because I may need to make more rags. Rubber band. There's going to be a lot of things that you can. Everything, most things in the game are useful. Some things are useful, more useful at certain times. So that rubber band, you hardly ever need the thing. But if you have a flat tire, there's hardly anything you need less. And you can never find one when you're looking for one. So, search wrecked cars. This thread looks rough. You'd think I have no need for thread. I'm actually going to pick it up because I know what it's all about. And we have a friend. Okay. I'm gonna. My club! I dropped my club. I laid it down in front of the. Something you have to be careful of fighting these puppets is your stamina. Because your stamina will go down and you won't be able to run or swing your um, your weapon. So I look in the vicinity. There's nothing to see. The puppet's dead. You can actually search the puppet. Puppet equals zombie. Same thing. So you can see some items that the puppet dropped. Spitfire jacket. Spitfire jacket's really cool. Bad thing is, the puppet's been wearing it, so the quality is 4%. Here's the inventory. You cannot put anything in the inventory. It's dead to you. So, unless you're just freezing, because it will give you some warmth, but it will not give you any inventory. Anything a puppet drops, you can pretty much write off. So, I'm going to grab these nails because I still want my club, and these are actually searchable, and you can get olives. You can also cut the tree down. I just held F, and then, I really need to urinate. And if you saw, he was doing the pee-pee dance there for a second. Okay. I'm gonna cut that into wooden planks. Really sad that I lost my club, but this is actually a good lesson that somebody with over 1,000 hours in the game still drops stuff and leaves them behind. So if you happen to find yourself leaving an item behind, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. So I'm gonna put it in hands, and got a PP. Let's take care of this guy. So hold tab, toilet.
You need
There's three items.
arrows, or you
Three
can
things you
just
can do.
drop the bow.
Yes, I do. I do need arrows, and because I want to show how to use the bow and arrow. The crossbow, easy to use, straightforward, will not get you archery points. Now, I just used the bathroom, so I gotta remember to pick up my wooden club again. But first thing I want to do, I want to grab the nails, right click, craft a wooden club with nails. Ooh, something else I want to do. I have a puppet that I downed, and I'm surprised no one pointed this out. You can use the puppet against the other puppets. So I have the wooden club with nails. I'm going to go back here where I killed this puppet. Good, he's still there. And I'm going to drop my wooden club here because I got to go get my axe that I dropped over here to cut up this puppet. Where'd I put it? This is a good way to find stuff that you left behind. Sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes you just have to make a new one. Oh, there it is. Okay, taking hands. Alright. Oh, the puppet's gone. No. Alright. Let's go find another puppet. Let's take that in hands. Alright, where am I? Alright, let's... I think this is north. Nope, this is north. Okay. And you can hold shift, hit W, and it'll auto run. Another little quality of life tip there. It will auto run, but you won't auto drive. So if you have a car, you're stuck holding the W key down. You can find food along the way. Now you'll see that I'm sweating. If you have items that you can, that are making you hot, you can see the items that you're wearing have a little red dot over here showing that it gives you warmth. You can take off some of those items and it'll help your temperature here. Lay down in the grass. Till my stamina rises back up. And I see the cheese factory up there on the hill. Ooh, you know what? Let's go ahead and make some arrows while we're here. So we can raise our fame points really fast. You can really farm fame points this way if you're wanting to be able to respawn quickly and get back to your gear. Because I'm really getting to a point I'd like to keep this gear. One more. Okay. That'll do. That'll do for now. Okay. So there's a little town over there, and then the cheese factory. So let's grab my bow and an arrow. And I'm going to go ahead and go into first person. Now this is a spawn point for vehicles, and I don't see any good vehicles, and that's okay. Ooh. Batteries, a shotgun, and a Block 21 mag. I don't want that shotgun. It's not in great shape, and it's a lever action, so I really don't want it. It's gotten me killed more than anything. Blackhawk crossbow. Mine's in better shape, but if I had not made that airdrop, these are really good spots to find pistols, crossbows, things like that. So, um, safety pins, paper. You can actually, with a safety pin, you can actually craft a lockpick with a safety pin. So they do have a use, but I don't need them right now. Taking hands. I can knock that or just pick it up. Okay. I close doors behind me just to be. If you're in a PvP, a hunter suppressor, don't need them. Sunglasses, let's put them on, just because we want to look cool. If you're in a PvP server, if you are leaving doors open, you're just basically saying there's somebody in town, come get me. The safety pin box, I really like these. I'm not going to pick one up right now because I have all these advanced lock picks. Otherwise, you can take out a bobby pin, and you have 20 of them, and you can craft a lock pick. So now with this lock pick and a screwdriver that you can find around, you can't make one, you can pick locks. Taking hands, knock an arrow, pick the arrow up, and so there are locked areas in various places, and so not everything is searchable. I mean, these buckets aren't searchable for whatever reason. Those things aren't searchable. That's not searchable. Now that you can see stuff laying out here like Daisy, you can bring up the vicinity, and there's milk and cheese to be had. And you can eat the cheese. I'm not gonna, just because dexterity. And oop, there's a puppet. Okay. Now look, 78. Oop. 83. 90. I hit the puppet twice. Went from 73 to 90. So I'm gonna search the guy. And you saw my arrows were not in the vicinity, and now they are. So you can retrieve your arrows that way. And you can see the items here. And I left my axe, so I can't cut him up like I wanted to. I did also miss a shot over here, so I'm going to come over here and get my arrow back. I really want to cut up that puppet. Let's see if it'll still be here. If I can go get some rocks. Yep. Make stone knife. Set that on the ground. Okay. If you want to put something in your inventory but it won't fit, you can hold the control key, Scroll wheel will turn it, or you can drag it to this striped area, and it'll auto turn it to fit if it's able to fit. Okay. Let's go back in here. Shut the door behind
Why
us.
do you have a Varvuseler in your inventory?
What? I don't think I do. Pavazula. I don't know what
On
that.
top right.
This thing? My stone knife? Let's chop the puppet up. I think I'm supposed to know what a
That
Valvazela is.
is the top left.
Up here? Wooden club? Alright. So I cut the puppet up. Get a puppet head. Human skin, that's what I was going for. There's other stuff that you can use. Like you can cut the ears and teeth out. You can take the puppet head and you can make a head on a spike. You can take the ears and teeth and make a necklace. Pretty gross. The human skin's what I'm really going for. There's also should be some bones somewhere. Sometimes this is weird and it puts stuff on the other side of the wall. Should be some bones somewhere. Come on, bones. There's a bone. Okay, right click, craft bone needle. Okay, take the bone needle with the thread, right click, craft improvised sewing kit. We're coming up on an hour and a half here, and this information will get you so many hours into this game. So, alright, crafting, let's see, let's go back to where the skin is. That's that little rolled up thing right there. I'm gonna go to crafting, and I think we can, no we can't. We need 5 uses of wire. Do we not have wire? We have wire. Or is that 5? Is that 5 use? Oh, we don't have any long wooden sticks. Okay. So, man, I'm running out of room here. So I'm gonna eat some stuff, free up some inventory space. I'm gonna grab a few of these items. I'm gonna drop these for now. Let's see, can I put this anywhere? Nope. Okay, let's move some stuff around. This is Scum Tetris. If you haven't, let's just take the. Oh, can we put that in there now? Yes, we can. Let's pick that up. All those arrows up. Let's see. Let's pick these up as well. Take that in hands. Now let's go find some sticks, make a bigger backpack. Looking for a bush, not a tree. There's a bush. Wooden club with nails. Alright. Crafting. Oh, I only have 3 long sticks. Okay. long sticks? No. 4? I guess it's 5 of the wire? You may have to have 5 wire. I'm not going to make the big backpack then. Okay, never mind. So you have this improvised sewing kit. If you have an item that's damaged, like this is 87%, you can right click repair and it'll repair the items. If the item gets damaged to a certain point, you'll lose inventory space, like the puppet stuff. Um, your shoes, you can see 73%. You can also repair those. And the sewing kit has so many uses, 12 of 15 left. This is at 100%, so few tips. Um, those are that really gets you set on the map. These orange areas are towns. White roads are dirt roads or side roads. Yellow roads are typically 2 lane. There's some places like this that are large areas. They have mechs in them. There's some tips for getting around at mechs, but avoid them until you get used to the game. I'll give you this tip to remember later. You can hide in bushes. I'll leave it at that. And they have a 90-degree viewing radius, or 180-degree. So there's another airdrop in front of me to the north. I'm not going to mess with it. Have fun with the game. If you're just getting started, have fun. Loot, survive, kill puppets, kill players if you're in a PvP server. If you're in a PvE server, be kind and helpful. Use chat. T to brings chat up. Tab to go to global or local. And there you go. Anyway, it's dinner time for me. It's supper time for me. I'm gonna stop the stream now, and if I play again tonight, I may start another stream. But I'm gonna leave the stream with you.
Thanks
Um,
for helping all of us with our curves, Loco.
Let me see. I'm going to see if there's anybody that I know that we can raid. We're gonna raid jumpsuit. Uh,
Enjoy your dinner. I just finished mine.
um, we're gonna raid jumpsuit sniper. Um, give him a holler from Loco. Give him a follow if you're not already following. Um, give him some chat. He likes to talk. He's very helpful if you have other questions. Um, you know, throw him at him. He is super knowledgeable. Loves the game. Is a huge new player advocate as well. So y'all have a good evening, and I'll see you on next time. Thanks for stopping by.